Right, here we go. Frankie Parsons here, YouTuber extraordinaire and everybody's favourite, reporting for duty from Old London Town and bringing you the very best in PC game recommendations for the single player. In today's top 20, we're going to look at the genre of third-person shooters in the open world. Let's draw those curtains and see what's behind it, shall we? And as always, in order to see the game, we'll need to bring up the spotlights, and it's Watch Dogs 2, a game, curiously enough, allowing the player to adopt a canine four-legged friend. So whenever you play Watch Dogs 2, you can literally watch Dogs 2. Right, let's turn the page and feast our eyes on our 48 genres that we're going through as part of our journey, dragging into the abyss the 3 genres that we have already tackled. There they go, sinking down into the depths. So the third-person shooters today, not to be confused, of course, with the hack-and-slash open-world games, such as the Assassin's Creed games, Batman Arkham series, the Middle-earth Shadow of games, and, of course, Mad Max. Also not to be confused with the first-person shooters, so please don't come in and write in the comments, where's Far Cry, where's Fallout games, where's Borderlands. Remember guys, this is third person. So let's click on the button and find out what's behind the doors. Right, as always we'll bring in those medals, here they are. And our honourable mentions today, we've got Red Dead Redemption 2 and Watch Dogs Legions, games I've not purchased yet because I like to buy games about a year or two after they've been released. 1, because they're cheaper, 2, because they're patched and they're actually working. Here are some games that are prequel sequels for games we're going to see in the main grid. They are there for informational purposes. In silver, we've got the Just Cause games. Just Cause 2 I have played, so Just Cause 3 goes in there because it's similar. Red Faction Guerrilla is a kind of third-person shooter and smash 'em up in one, and Sunset Overdrive contains far too many youth culture references and is a bit too bouncy and colourful for an old git like me. In gold we have military-based themed Phantom Pain, that's the Metal Gear Solid 5 game, less open world, more large areas divided by load screens. We have Wildlands, Ghost Recon Wildlands on the far side there, which is similar, but actually that is true open world. Saints Row the Third, an arcade version of GTA 5, and The Division 2 is a sequel to the original set in Washington DC. The granddaddy of them all, Grand Theft Auto 5, followed by Mafia 2, set in the 40s, 50s, 60s in a New York themed city. We've got The Division, New York, during the winter time is a fantastic game. Again, these are all open world, remember, and today's game is Watch Dogs 2. Let's have a look at some of the gameplay, shall we? Right, here's your title screen / home page, and what you'll immediately notice is that it is quite possibly the worst title page you could possibly create. We've got all sorts of things going on in the background there with different art styles, different themes, too much coming at you all at once, pretty random. We've got an incongruous box here full of adverts about Twitter, about various forums, Ubisoft Connect. By the way, it is a Ubisoft game, you will need the Ubisoft launcher. You have the most boring font known to man on the left hand side here for your pathways, and you have some kind of white strip running along the bottom. It is awful. Let's have a look at the actual game then, shall we? So here we are in the gorgeous island of Alcatraz in the wonderful city of San Francisco. It's a lovely sunny day. I'm going to climb up these rocks to get a closer look at the world famous prison, which of course now is no longer used. Let's get up here and climb up here, and let's have, as you can see, it's a lovely city. There's the Golden Gate Bridge and the Bay Bridge and all the rest of it. I think it's called the Bay Bridge. Let's have a look at the in-game menu. There are plenty of features here. It's made to look like a mobile phone screen. The game is down with the kids. There's plenty of youth culture references and lots of connections to social media. There is a map, of course, so as you can see, you can explore all of this, all of these areas. All of this you can get access to. It is, of course, a simplified sort of version, but extremely well rendered. You've got Marion County here, you've got Oakland on the east, you've got the main San Francisco mainland here, and some large park areas here in Silicon Valley. It is fantastic. You get the missions here. They come in the form of squares. You can click on one of these squares and have a look at your mission information, and it is also tracked. So that's all pretty good. There's also research here, which I find better to navigate with the mouse and keyboard, or just the mouse in this in this regard. You can click on here, have a look at the information. If you like the look of it, you can of course upgrade it. I don't want that. All these different things that you can upgrade: vehicle, marksmanship, and all the rest of it. There's lots of hacking as well involved here, and all the rest. There are some other features here, but time constraints. Better put that gun away. We'll use that later maybe. Time constraints means that we don't want to explore too much. Remember, this is a quick guide. I use a controller here. There is a mouse and keyboard control as well. I use the mouse for precision aiming. I use the controller for going into vehicles and driving around. I put that on my thigh for easy access. Yeah. What's that, missus? Next to my big bulgy bollocks. Don't be so rude. Alright, sorry about that little interruption. That's certainly not acceptable. I will not tolerate such obscenities being uttered on my channel. Sorry you had to hear that. Let's just pop into the building then, have a little look. You can actually go inside Alcatraz, the building, the prison. Now, I'm not going to wander in too far because there's lots of things I want to do, and we are under a severe time constraint, so I will just show you there the inside, the interior. You can wander around, have a look at all the cells, go upstairs and all the rest of it. Alcatraz, of course, in San Francisco, as I said, where the game is taking place. I have been to San Francisco. My brother won a competition way back in the 20s by playing a video game called Daytona USA. He beat a large field of you know, good players and managed to win choice of visit to 85 cities in the USA, and he chose San Francisco. So I got a nice free holiday from that, but regrettably did not go to visit Alcatraz. Now here we are at the dock, so we're going to jump into a speedboat. We're going to go across the mainland. We're going to have a little bit of fun over there, a little drive around. The easiest way to get in boats, I find, is to simply jump into the water. That's the easiest way to get into boats, unlike Grand Theft Auto, of course, where you cannot swim. Jump up and we'll grab the wheel and get across to the main part of San Francisco, and I will see you shortly when we get to the other side. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, so you join me as we approach the dock of Fisherman's Wharf. Boom. There we go, cause a bit of damage there just for fun and excitement, and we'll approach this ladder and get up onto the dry land. Alright, very quickly I'll show you the robot. You do get a robot in this game, a radio controlled car. This is for stealth missions. There are lots of different missions you can do. You can go in all guns blazing if you wish. You can also employ your little robot here, which has all sorts of views with the camera. You take photos, you do some reconnaissance and all the rest of it. That's pretty good. You can also have a look at cameras over there. You can see an X. If I click on that, you can actually take control of the CCTV. This is pretty good, again, for reconnaissance, for getting inside buildings, infiltrating buildings, and getting the lay of the land. I'm going to jump into this nice little sports car here. We'll have a little drive. Let's have a look at the nice architecture of the city. And away we go. As I say, this is Fisherman's Wharf. You can see the sign as I round this corner on the left there. There it is. Get a glimpse of it. It's very arcadey, the driving in this game, so it's quite forgiving, although if you are too naughty on the roads, there the police will come after you. There's Golden Gate Bridge. I'm not going to go all the way over there, it's going to take far too long. As I say, as you're driving, you can have a little look at the map, and there I am, the north part there. The unmistakable wavy roads, I believe caused by the earthquake. The iconic trams as well. Very iconic vehicle there. You can actually ride as you visit San Francisco. You can pan around, have a look at all the nice buildings. What I want to do is just visit the Civic Centre. It's looking a bit laggy. I'm downloading something in the background. It is actually very smooth, usually. As we go around, this might be a famous building here. Again, as I say, very arcadey, very smooth. And we're going to go to the Civic Centre. Here it is. Let's get out, have a little wander around. And as you can see, beautifully rendered. It really is a nice city. You can go around and mingle with the locals. And if you're so inclined, you can switch to the mouse and keyboard. And we can start getting our gun out and having a little bit of fun with these people. Let's see who our first victim's going to be. Okay, I think this lady here needs to go. She was looking at me a bit funny, so she had to go. There's some protesters, they can't be doing that. You get one of them. He's running funny, he gets one of them. And we can go around and we can continue with our rampage. What's going to happen, of course, is the police are going to come after me. It's just like Grand Theft Auto. There's some exclamation marks on the bottom left. They go up higher and higher, and so that adds to the severity of the police presence when they come and get you. Okay, folks, I'm going to stop there. Oh, you can. There's also one more thing you can do. When you see these people, you press left button, left bumper, and you can see what their details are. So this person earned 75 grand, for example, and you can do that with everybody. We go a bit closer. I don't know why they're still hanging around. I am a psychopath with a gun, and they're just sort of standing there. So, for example, here you can, see what they're all about. Anyway, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a fantastic game, great missions. The city is excellent. The detail is amazing. It's Watch Dogs 2, and I will see you in the next video. I thank you.